WWE 2K26 has turned the DLC world on its head, removing a season pass from the game and instead implementing the Ringside Pass. Now, what is the Ringside Pass? Well, today we are going to be delving deep into the Ringside Pass and what it provides to you. In previous years in 2K25 and the likes, a traditional DLC model was in place. You would just buy the pack that you wanted to buy and you would have access to those characters in the game, or alternatively you could buy the season pass, buy all the packs for a discounted price, and you would gain access to them whenever they're released. There are situations as well with like different editions. If you bought like the Bloodline edition, you get exclusive DLC, things like I think it was like a Nation of Domination Rock or something. You would get like special edition characters for those editions that you maybe wouldn't have gotten in the season pass, so there were little hidden costs here and there. This year in 2K26, they have just gotten rid of the entire season pass as you know it, and instead implementing a Ringside Pass. Now, the Ringside Pass doesn't immediately explain what is actually being added to the game here. The easiest way to explain this is that it's a battle pass. It's a battle pass similar to something you would see in Marvel Rivals or Fortnite or whatever it may be. If you don't know what a battle pass is, it's basically just a tiered reward system that allows you to earn rewards in-game by playing the game for free. Now, there's a caveat to that though. Most games that implement a battle pass of some kind do allow for a free tier, and there is also a premium tier below that. So for the free tier, you usually get some really nice rewards that are kind of more cosmetic, superficial, vanity rewards. But if you're wanting anything substantial, then you're going to have to pay for the premium tiers. So, for example, if you wanted to unlock new characters or if you wanted to unlock new arenas, then you would need to get the premium tier instead of the free one. Now, typically as it works, you can play the game and you can earn the rewards in the free tier. So say, for example, you are level 10, not even using the example of 2K26, but just in any game, say that you're level 10 in the free tier, and then you decide to upgrade to the premium tier, you will then gain the previous 10 levels of premium rewards. So it isn't like you have to just play the game again. It isn't like you have to unlock those new levels again. You don't have to. It's usually just you play the free tier, you get to a certain level, and then when you invest into the premium, that's when you get the rewards, even though you've already done the progression anyway. So let's now turn our attention to 2K26. Now, of course, 2K26 is offering the XP kind of progression. So you'll gain XP by playing any game mode in the game, excluding online lobbies. So this can include Universe Mode, My Rise, My GM, Exhibition, I guess the Island. If you're playing matches, or maybe not the Island actually, I'm not really sure because that's an online lobby. So I'm not really sure, they haven't really clarified whether the Island is there or not. But anyway, if you play the game, if you're playing matches, you're earning XP. If you win matches, you get more XP. If you lose matches, you get less XP. But the XP will then go to your account and you'll gain Ringside Pass levels essentially. So every single season you will gain exclusive rewards, including new playable superstars. So you're going to be getting 6 seasons through the year. Each season features 4 brand new playable superstars, themed rewards, and limited timed challenges. One good thing about the season is that the season does not expire. So if you play these online games like Fortnite and stuff, typically once the season's done, the content's gone. You can't then get it again. It may be back available at a later time when they decide to put it back up, but that's not in your control. That's at the mercy of the company then putting the DLC, the Battle Pass, back online for you to earn in-game. The good news about 2K26 is that we've had confirmation that the season pass rewards here, the Ringside Pass rewards, the seasons do not expire. So if you're picking up the game at the end of the year, you absolutely can go through all 6 seasons in one go should you want to. But apparently you can just select the season that you want to earn XP in, and then when you're playing the game, you'll earn XP in that season. So I guess when the new season drops, you'll probably have to initiate that in a menu to say, now I want to move on to the next season and earn XP for the next season. If you're picking up the game later on, then you're going to have to manually select which season you want to gain XP for. And I guess in a way, it's kind of good, it's kind of bad, because it means that I guess in a way, you can earn XP for the stuff that you want. There might be a DLC pack, like they might give us an NBA pack like they did last year in the Ringside Pass, and maybe you don't want that at all. So you just don't have to do it. You don't have to earn XP in that pack. Or you can go for the free items and not the premium. I mean, that is also a perfectly viable option. So it says here, each Ringside Premium Pass also includes new persona, my faction content, and more. I think there's kind of an allusion here to maybe some arenas potentially being in the Ringside Pass as well, which I would love to see as well. So let's go for the structure then. So there are 6 planned seasons, which features 100 total tiers of rewards. So I'm guessing over the 6, by the end of the 6, you will get 100. Oh no, sorry, I think each season is 100 tiers. So you'll have 600 rewards by the end of the game. It says here that the free tier is 60 items available to all players, and in Season 1 in particular, this tier includes legends that would previously be locked behind the Supercharger. The premium tier includes 40 additional items, which requires paid access to the premium Ringside Pass. Reaching tier 40 on this track is necessary to unlock playable characters. So it seems like instead of a Supercharger, the Supercharger would like allow you to unlock everything basically like straight up off the go. So it seems like at least this year you can unlock characters in the game by just playing the game. Which would, to be fair, was always the case, but now they're, instead of allowing you to buy the Supercharger, you basically just have to play the game to earn XP. And once you reach level 60, I guess, in the free tier, you will unlock all the legends that are available in the game. Additional with the premium tiers, it's interesting that this specifically says exclusive playable characters. I guess we don't know who these characters are going to be. I'm guessing it's just, it says here 4 brand new playable characters, so it'll be the 4 playable characters are in the premium tier, and you have to reach at least tier 40, I guess, to unlock some of these characters. Going through the press release here, so the content highlights include playable superstars. Each season includes 4 playable characters, including current roster members, Hall of Famers, and new personas. So we have no idea who we're going to get. They haven't announced anything about who we're going to get. So at the moment, I'm hesitant to say, like, if you saw the pre-order guide, I'm hesitant to say that, like, you should get the Monday Night War edition, you should get the Attitude Era edition, because we don't know what's in them. We don't know what's in the Ringside Pass. So even though you know what's in those editions, you might want to get the Monday Night War edition because you want a DX Shawn Michaels or whatever it may be, and that's totally fine. But you also get the Ringside Pass, the Season Pass, as part of those editions, and it's kind of hard for me to say, hey, you should go for this for the Ringside Pass, because we just don't know what it's going to be like. I guess as well, this is a good point to say, like, I don't even know what the XP is going to be like. You know, the XP could be really nice. It could literally just be a couple matches and you're fully leveled. Realistically, though, it's probably not. It's probably going to be pretty crazy. But I'm hoping it's reasonable. I'm hoping it's okay. I'm hoping it's not like you get 1 XP for winning a match and then it's like 1,000 XP to unlock the first tier. It's probably not going to be that case, but it's just like, I'm thinking back to the My Rise from last year. The My Rise had exclusive characters that you could only unlock by getting a certain amount of stars per match. And we were talking a lot of hours to unlock every character in My Rise last year. So I'm hoping the Ringside Pass isn't a total grind. I'm hoping it's not too bad. It's listed here as multi-mode rewards, so you'll unlock customization items for the Creation Suite, BC, My Faction content, and gear for the island. So there are a lot of things you can unlock in the game. Of course, you can get a lot of creation parts. You can just unlock straight currency to then use in whatever kind of mode you want to use it in. There's My Faction packs and cards and characters. There's also gear for the island, or maybe there's like exclusive quests for the island. That isn't an press release, I just made that up off the top of my head. There's obviously going to be unique characters, maybe arenas, like there's a lot of stuff going on here. So the last thing in the press release here is that if you buy the game late, as I mentioned before, the passes don't expire. So you can always go back and progress through the seasons at your own pace should you want to unlock those specific unlocks. So if they're not going to be giving us a season pass and we've got the Ringside Pass, then how are we going to see the release of these seasons? Well, thanks to the Nintendo Switch, we actually see the planned release dates for these seasons. So we know that Season 1 is going to drop on March 6th, which is the early access launch of the game. Season 2 will be dropping in May 4th, Star Wars Day. I wonder what's going to be, it's going to be in that one. Season 3 is going to be June 19th. That means that Season 4 is going to be August 24th. Season 5 will be October 19th. And Season 6 is going to be December 14th. Now, in the previous years, this kind of lines up with some of the previous DLC patterns that they've done for the previous games. However, we don't normally see content going into December just because of how the game marketing and announcements kind of go. So typically, as you've seen this year and the previous years, the game normally gets announced at some point in January, with press and creators usually in a kind of closed environment able to experience the game as an early build in January, and then the media, the marketing kind of starts from January till March. So dropping content in December is always risky because not everyone is going to be playing the game, because normally people will probably drop the game once the new one has been announced. And yeah, I would imagine player counts right now for 2K25 are probably going down because people are excited for 2K26 and they want to see what's coming in the next year. Okay, so we know when the seasons are coming out and we know roughly what is kind of going to be the structure of it, but how do you access the premium pass? So I've said before, you have a free tier and a premium tier. The premium tier basically costing you money. So we know that the Ringside Pass Premium depends on the edition of the game that you purchase. So if you get the standard edition of the game, you only have access to the free tier. However, if you get the King of Kings edition, you'll get the premium pass for Season 1. Likewise, if you get the Attitude Era edition, you'll get the premium pass for Seasons 1, 2, and 3. And if you have the Monday Night War edition, this will get you the premium pass for all 6 seasons, which they've actually called the Season Pass, which is a little bit odd. So you're probably wondering then, well, what's happening with Seasons 4 and 5? Well, if you don't have the Monday Night War edition, then I'm assuming, and they haven't confirmed this, but I'm just assuming that you will be able to somehow buy into these premium tiers, either with real money or VC. I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but there's no way that they're going to lock you out of accessing that premium tier. You will 100%, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to either upgrade to the Monday Night War edition, which I'm hoping isn't the only way of doing that. But it seems more reasonable that I think you can basically pay VC or real money to gain access to the premium tier should you want to unlock those premium rewards. I think it's also worth noting as well, just want to double down on this one, the passes do not expire, the season passes do not expire until basically the game is offline, until the seasons go, or until the servers are completely turned off and there's no way to access the online mode anymore. You cannot miss any content through the year that the game is out. However, the Joe Hendry pack is a pre-order bonus, and I'm assuming it'll be available afterward, but if you want to get the Joe Hendry pack, then you do need to pre-order any edition of the game. I just want to emphasize that because it's a little confusing that the Joe Hendry pack is not part of this, but I just want to mention that if you do want Joe Hendry for whatever reason, you need to pre-order any edition of the game. So that's it for the Ringside Pass. I understand that this is quite complicated. It's a big change for us wrestling fans because we are so used to our traditional season passes, and here we are now trying to understand that, okay, I understand that we're getting a battle pass, and I can see how a battle pass works in the WWE 2K games, but at the same time, I'm like, you've explained this so badly and it's so confusing as well, especially for such a big change. I kind of wish they actually did spend a bit more time just explaining how this actually functions and what the changes kind of mean. Obviously, I understand part of the marketing, they probably can't announce who's part of the season pass yet, who's part of the premium pass, but that is a really big decision to make for the editions that you're getting. You know, if I'm on the fence about the Monday Night War edition, I kind of want to get the big edition, but it gets me the season pass for all the content, and I get that, that's totally fine. But at the same time, I don't know who's in the season pass. Given last year's DLC and the year before, am I just paying the Ringside Premium Pass? Am I getting like NBA stars? Am I getting UFC stars? Am I getting Pat McAfee and friends? I don't want those as DLC. I don't want them at all. So why? I mean, I want Pat McAfee, but I don't want anyone else. Like, I don't understand why you're selling a product without even telling me what's in the product, really. So I'm hoping that we get a lot more elaboration over the next few weeks. And I hope that this video has been able to help understand a little bit how the Ringside Pass works in 2K and how it isn't really changing how the Season Pass works. But basically, instead of buying the content and getting access to it immediately, I guess the downside is you're buying the Premium Pass and then you're going to have to basically earn your way to get in the content that you want. So hopefully it's not too grindy, hopefully it's reasonable, but I would really hate to buy a DLC pack, a Premium Pass pack, and then it's like, oh, you need to win 100 matches to unlock like Brock Lesnar. Because that, I've paid for this. I've paid for the premium. I just want the character. Why do I then have to wait? Why do I have to play more matches without that character to unlock them? And yeah, so there's still a lot of questions, and I'm hoping they're going to do a Ringside report to kind of explain this a lot better. With that being said, thank you so much for watching and making it to the end of this video. Let me know down below if you're interested in getting any of the Ringside Pass, or what edition of the game you're interested in getting that comes with the Ringside Pass. Again, I'm on the fence about the Monday Night War edition. Let me know down in the comments if I'm being stupid. But that's going to be us for today. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like for more WWE 2K26 content, and bye for now.